Hey there, welcome back to Dakota News Now. We're going to have another edition of Owning Your Outdoors. Doug Schroeder joining us as always. And Doug, looks like this week we're talking about hydrangeas.
Yes, we're going to be talking about macrophylla hydrangeas from Endless Summer. There's some beautiful different shades out there right now, and a brand new one this year called Pop Star, which we're proud to introduce for 2023.
Looks nice and bright and vibrant too, is that?
It is. It's a very nice one. It's got a lace cap, blue, which you've had them before, but the growing structure of this plant is genetically superior to anything they've had on the market before.
It sounds fancy.
Yeah, it is fancy. The biggest thing when you're picking out a hydrangea is to choose by structure of plant, not just the bloom. Look at the branching of the plant, make sure you have nice balanced branching and it's bushy and condensed.
So once you've picked one out, you want to take it home? Do you want to put it in the sun, the shade? Where does it want to go?
This type of hydrangea prefers morning sun, afternoon shade, or if you're in a neighborhood with dappled sun, with older trees, it works perfect there. The big thing to remember when you plant it, if you have clay, there's a lot of clay in our area, you need to amend the soil. I recommend a sphagnum type peat moss, or use a organic like compost cow manure.
So it's obviously a plant, it needs water. How much water are we pumping through there?
It likes to be moist. It doesn't like to go dry. It doesn't want to be over wet, though. So keep it moist. It likes most moist, loamy soil.
And so since we're adding a lot of water, we need to make sure it's getting nutrients, right?
Right. And I recommend, really, they're pretty efficient fertilizer-wise. If you're going to fertilize, use a slow-release fertilizer. Do it in the spring right about now. Make sure it's a balanced fertilizer, so that it's like this one here is a 14-14-14. But it needs to be a balanced fertilizer. Apply it once and you're good for the season.
Do we need to do any deadheading, anything like that?
Nope. The pruning on them, no deadheading on these, but pruning, I always say wait till spring after it's all leafed out, then do your cutting. After you see some dead branches, then maybe do your pruning. Never prune it until you see how much is greened out.
All right, Doug, any other tips for us on these hydrangeas?
No, there's just so many different colors of them. This started out with Bloomstruck, and then we went on to Summer Crush, now Pop Star.
A lot of different options, a lot of beautiful colors to choose from too.
Yes, beautiful.
All right, Doug, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have all this information online at dakotanewsnow.com right after the show, but make sure you stick around. We still have Fastcast right after the break.